Okay, I'm looking at this, and you assaulted a 10-year-old child? Somebody's not telling me the truth. And you're under oath when they put you under oath. Let's see what the surveillance shows.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
One case, one set of cases. 3 cases are called, and you were John McMillan?
Yes, sir.
What are we going to be doing today?
Pleading
All
to,
3?
no,
Two.
the dismissing
Which one?
the drug case.
All right, so those 3 cases are called. One will be dismissed. So let's deal with the entry of pleas. In the 2 cases, of defendant is charged with the first-degree felony of aggravated robbery and the state jail felony of theft. In summary, sir, each of these cases are felony offenses that on or about September 19th, 2022 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the first-degree felony of aggravated robbery with the use of a deadly weapon, namely a golf club.
Broken golf club.
And Judge, that's a,
We're pleading to a lesser included robbery.
yeah,
But
and although the papers say robbery, he was indicted on the aggravated robbery and we're pleading to the lesser.
Okay. Robbery is a lesser included offense under the aggravated robbery statute.
But I didn't check the
I'll fix it. You are alleged to have on or about September 18th, 2022 in Jefferson County, Texas, committed the state jail felony of theft. You understand what you're charged with in each of these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
First of all, an agreement has been reached where you would be, I've got to write this down. You would be pleading to the lesser included offense of robbery, which is a second-degree felony, which means you face a term of not more than 20 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
An agreement's been reached there where you would be pleading guilty, sentenced to 2 years
yes, sir.
in prison to run concurrently with, God bless you, with the other case you're going to be pleading guilty to. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
There must not have been much about this, right? This must not have been a big deal.
It wasn't. No.
They carved 3 felony offenses out of it nonetheless. But how long have you been in jail?
Nearly 26 months, Your Honor.
Since this event?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're 2 months overdue from getting out under this agreement. Yes, you'll be out. You'll be processed out as quickly as paperwork and do whatever it needs to do, unless there's something else involved.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
You-
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Going to hold that one in abeyance and go to the next case, 41062. This is a state jail felony, which means if convicted, you face confinement in a state jail for any term of not less than 180 days or more than 2 years. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
An agreement's been reached where you would be pleading guilty, sentenced to 18 months in the state jail. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
To run concurrently with other cases, the other case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm looking at this, and you assaulted a 10-year-old child?
No, Your Honor.
It's the probable cause affidavit says pushed the child in the chest, knocking him down into the vehicle and causing the debit card to fall from his hands. And then you took that debit card and fled the scene. You assaulted a 10-year-old child?
No, Your Honor.
It says it's on video. Have y'all seen that? Have you looked at it?
Yeah, but it's been a while. Well, been a while since I've seen it.
It's not my case. I haven't looked at something.
You're going to assault a child?
Actually, it was the main one that we were getting ready for when we were separate trial. The
Huh?
aggravated. I didn't look at this as much as the first act, the robbery. That case was what was going to trial when we were separate trial.
I don't like it. I don't. How much trouble would it be to pull that video and let me look at it real quickly, please? Oh, you got it. Oh, okay. Let's see what it's. It says surveillance shows, and it'll show one way or the other. What do you have to say before we? What's that going to show?
I walked up to the bar. So
What's it going to show?
I didn't touch you. I didn't push anybody, sir. Your Honor, I didn't.
So the probable cause affidavit is a false statement under oath. I'm going to look into that too, if that's true. Somebody's not telling me the truth, and you're under oath when
Yes, sir.
they put you under oath. Let's see what the surveillance shows. How did you get the debit card?
The kid handed it to me. Somebody
Just gave it to you
Yes, sir.
for no reason?
I didn't even know it was a real card.
No. A stranger, he just gives a debit card to you, a stranger?
It was like a play. Yes, Your Honor.
God, that doesn't make any sense. Good luck. Let's see what this says. Shows.
I'm not sure about me.
One thing you don't do is mislead the court. Okay. All right. Can you turn the lights down? please?
I'll tell you what happened right here.
No, you've had your, you know, be quiet. I'm gonna watch
Yes,
this.
sir.
You said what you had to say. Let's see. Okay, that's you, I guess,
Welcome
the
to the
bare
Confrontation.
chested person.
Yes, Your Honor.
Guess it's 2 videos there, man.
Your Honor, the kid was in the car.
I said,
Yes,
be
Your Honor.
quiet.
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't have a chance. Let's watch this quietly. Then everybody has a chance to be heard.
What kind of a dirtbag walks around without a top on beating and robbing 10-year-old children? The only place this guy should be is exactly where he is now.
But don't tell me what's on the video.
Oh, yes, sir.
It speaks for itself.
You take this mic because it's compressed. You can go.
Well, that's it, huh?
Yes, sir. I can see at the back of the car.
I can't see anything.
It really is out of it how or why these public defenders even get paid, as this clown of a lawyer defending this tough guy didn't even take the 30 seconds to view a video which could have completely train-wrecked the deal he had brokered. 30 seconds. I guess he must have been busy.
Some interaction.
That way, yeah.
No. Yeah, the kid was still in the car.
Okay, lights, please, thank you. You can't see, unless there's some other angle for that. You can't
That's the
really see,
video that I see, Jeff.
for whatever reason. The woman seemed to be in much distress from what I can see. She wasn't getting in a car in a frantic looking state. The only issue though is you've pleaded guilty to robbery.
That's not that same person. This is a different one. There's two different instances. The robbery is a gentleman that he
Oh, I
tried.
thought all of this was out of the same episode that we just saw.
No. There's two different episodes.
Okay, well then,
And that's why Judge, I said that we're prepared for the robbery for trial.
He is still making excuses of why he hasn't watched the video.
The robbery involves the golf club, broken golf club.
and they're in the video of that. How do you plead in this case on the state jail felony, which the agreement is that you would be pleading guilty, convicted, sentenced to 18 months in the state jail to run concurrently with the other case? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
What I'm going to, if nothing further, I'm going to follow these agreements and find you are pleading guilty to the lesser included second degree felony of robbery, the state jail felony of theft from person. You are, according to these agreements I'm following, hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 2 years in the robbery case and confinement is ordered as you were found guilty in the state jail felony and you were sentenced to 18 months in the state jail in that case. Those two cases, those sentences shall run concurrently. All right, that is all. Thank you.
Wait for it, as what this clown says next, after what he has just admitted, makes complete sense as to how intelligent someone has to be to rob 10-year-olds.
Yes. Your Honor. Good. Some before this sport, Your Honor, I would never rob anybody. No. I wouldn't do that in this situation.
Hey, you just admitted guilt to robbery.
Okay.
You want to keep talking?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was that's just the deal going on. Yes, Your Honor.
He's talking about in the future.
Yeah, we do that.
Nice. Good work trying to say that. But it's pretty clear what he said. The thing about it is, how many convictions do you have in your life? Are these the first two ever?
My first felony conviction, Your Honor.
How many convictions do you have in your life?
My marijuana felony. This state jail felony.
Wait. So this isn't your first felony conviction?
Marijuana state jail.
That is a felony.
Yes,
You know it, everybody.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the first thing out of your mouth is a lie to me. What is it? Deceit is just your middle name?
No.
But I ask you a question and then, yeah, this is my first felony. And then within 10 seconds, you say, but I have a marijuana state jail felony conviction. What is it about you that you can't be honest?
Your Honor, I didn't know that the state jail felony was the same thing as a third degree felony. I didn't, that's what I was referring to, as far as a
Wait. What did you call this? It's a state jail what?
felony.
And you don't know it's a felony? You even say the word felony?
What's funny is that this lowlife opened the door to this beating by Judge Stevens, by wanting Judge Stevens to not look down upon him, by thinking he is someone that is a lowlife. I'm amazed that these criminals can figure out how to open a door.
Look, you've been in jail
Yes, Your Honor.
for how long? About 2 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
Every day they talk about it. You got 1,000 guys in there talking about it. Everything. There's not any confusion about whether a state jail felony is a felony or not. Every day you talk about it and live with it and talk with the guys. Don't act ignorant to the court. That insults my intelligence and everybody else.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know, the problem is robbery and a state jail felony. There's some similarity. That's all about dishonesty. And I'm not surprised you're coming out and being dishonest to me. And my recommendation and suggestion and advice to you is start being honest for a change. You'll find that you live better with others and to yourself. But living a life of deceit and trying to mislead people in every sentence you make when we know better doesn't do you any good. It only hurts you. Live honestly. Don't harm anybody. Give each person respect. Everything in being a good person is wrapped up within those 3 requirements.
Living up to those requirements with this clown is about the same chances as him spelling that word.
And you need work on those.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You must do better if you want to be a better person. That is all. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, Todd.
So that was that. I thank my subscribers for staying to the end. I appreciate you guys choosing me to hang out with most every day for 20 minutes or so. I really am humbled by you guys doing that. And I really like that. What I read in the comments by my subscribers, when I get it right, I really, really do. It makes me smile. And hopefully, every now and then, I can do that for all you guys too. So until then, stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you are looking for another episode that has all the boring stuff cut out and gives you just the good stuff, then here a couple that may interest you. Enjoy.